Did you know that hair is the fastest growing tissue in the human body? You wouldn't believe it based on how long you've probably been stuck in that awkward phase, but it's true. It's also true that you can speed up hair growth. Kind of. Let's get into it. What's up guys, Trav White here. Welcome back to the channel where we cover the science of style and grooming. You know the deal, like, subscribe, join my Facebook group, Mannered Mains. All right, moving on. So let's go back to what I said about speeding up hair growth. Each person has a genetic limit to how fast their hair grows, so you can't speed it up infinitely. But the average speed of growth is about a ½ inch per month. You know, some guys go more, 3/4 of an inch, some guys go to an inch per month, and some guys go less, which is like 1/4 of an inch per month. The limit is different for everybody. I'm probably in that ½ inch per month crew, and I've tried everything possible to speed up hair growth, from oils to supplements, to all the gimmicks. It's impossible. However, I have had months where it slowed down quite a bit, where it only grew about 1/4 of an inch, and I've had months where it didn't feel like it grew at all or just slightly. The reason is, if you're not optimizing your lifestyle, your hair growth won't even come close to hitting your genetic limit. So for many guys out there, your hair is growing much slower than it's capable of, simply due to lifestyle habits. So in this video, we're gonna cover 3 simple habits that will speed up your hair growth so you can maximize it as much as possible and get to that genetic peak that you have. After implementing these tips, some of you might discover that your limit is not what you thought. So let's start with number 1. Healthy hair habit number 1 is to get quality sleep. And what does that mean? It doesn't just mean get your 8 hours. So let's talk about it. The months that my hair grew the fastest were the months where I really intentionally cared about my sleep quality. Sleep is incredibly important for healthy hair growth. It plays a significant role in protein synthesis. It helps release the growth hormones needed for a healthy speed of growth. And when you don't get enough sleep, your production of melatonin decreases, which has also shown to slow down hair growth as well. So Guy Parsons, who's an expert trichologist, he's also the founder of My Hair Doctor, he puts it kind of like this. He says, as soon as you experience poor quality sleep, your body doesn't function at an optimal level. And since hair is not an essential tissue, your body's going to prioritize it last. So when your body doesn't get enough sleep, it neglects your hair in order to take care of all your other vital organs and tissues. So getting quality sleep allows your body to show your hair love, and lack of sleep also leads to increased stress, which we'll get to in point number 3. But this begs the question, what does quality sleep look like? Because it's not just getting 8 hours. It's getting 8 hours while also going to bed and waking up at the same time each night and morning. So consistency in sleep cycles plus duration are vital for your circadian rhythm, and when that's out of balance, your sleep quality suffers. So if you go to bed at 10 p.m. one night and then you go to bed at 1 a.m. the next night, you're not actually getting quality sleep, even if both nights you technically got 8 hours. So you do have to have both duration and consistency. And I know what a lot of you guys might be thinking is like, well, I get my 8 hours, I go to sleep at midnight, I wake up at 8. I go to sleep at 11, I wake up at 7. That's 8 hours. It's actually not. So I've been wearing a Whoop strap for probably the last 6 to 8 months, and I can tell you that 8 hours in bed does not equal 8 hours of sleep. I'm gonna pull up some of my Whoop data just to show you that on average, I have about 30 to 60 minutes of awake time every night. And this isn't while I'm awake in bed, falling asleep. This is conscious or subconscious restless moments throughout the night. So if I get in bed by midnight and have to wake up by 8, I'm really only getting around 6 to 7 hours because of that awake time. So if you wake up around 8 a.m. daily, I'll just use that as an example, I would recommend getting in bed around 10 or 10:30 to get those full 8 hours to account for the time that you're actually awake. So I'll also say that I've had the same this is kind of embarrassing. I've had the same mattress for 10 years since I was in college, and it was not helping my sleep quality. So I would start to sink in the bed. I couldn't sleep well through the night. My wife was also not sleeping well. We would both toss and turn and wake the other person up. And it was just really bad sleep quality, and we actually threw out that mattress. But this is actually why I'm so excited to bring in today's paid sponsor, Layla. Layla mattresses have been a lifesaver for my sleep quality. I have their hybrid mattress, which is a combination of copper-infused memory foam and an individually wrapped coil system. So it's springs and memory foam. And the copper gel infused in the foam helps transfer heat away from your body so you stay cooler longer throughout the night. And copper is antimicrobial by nature, so it helps to resist the odor-causing bacteria, keeping your mattress really fresh. One of the coolest features about their mattresses is the flippable firmness, which means there's a soft side and a firm side that you can choose which is better for you. I actually prefer the firm side because I don't sleep well when I sink too far deep in the bed, and I've been sleeping so well since using this mattress. It's much better than my old sinkhole and way better than the floor. I also have their weighted blanket, which if you guys don't have a weighted blanket, please get one now, because there was a study done in the Journal of Clinical Sleep. There was 120 adults that showed that using a weighted blanket for 4 weeks significantly reduced insomnia, helped with more consistent sleep, helped have higher energy during the day, and helped reduce symptoms of fatigue, depression, anxiety. So the participants who used weighted blankets were 26 times more likely to experience a 50% or more decrease in insomnia severity. It has something to do with like deep pressure of the blanket stimulating the parasympathetic nervous system, allowing for a calming effect. By the way, you can also get a weighted blanket from Layla, and my recommendation if you're looking for quality sleep, the hybrid mattress and the weighted blanket, you'll have the best sleep of your life. And look guys, better sleep is not just for hair health, although it will help with that, and that's the topic of this video, but it leads to more energy during the day, more productivity, accomplishing your goals, which ultimately just leads for a better life for you and your family. Whereas poor sleep leads to stress, weakened immune systems, your body neglecting your hair. So go check out Layla. You can use the code TRAVIS10OFF for an additional $10 off any sale they're running, which they're running a Black Friday sale right now, $200 off any mattress, which is happening until November 26th. And you can use Travis10OFF for an additional $10 off on top of the sale you're already getting. So for example, their weighted blanket is 60 bucks off right now. This code, you can get it for 70 bucks off. Link in the description, Travis10OFF. Go check out Layla, guys. I love them. Healthy hair habit number 2 is you grow what you eat. So when you eat enough protein and lift weights, for example, you're optimizing your muscle gain, assuming you're getting the sleep you need. And when you eat the right nutrients, you're going to optimize hair growth. So when your hair is in that anagen growth phase, blood is carrying nutrients throughout your body and into your hair follicles. So you need to give it the right nutrients to carry. Healthy hair starts from the inside out. So here are the 8 best nutrients that you guys should incorporate in your diet every single day. Vitamin A, all the B vitamins, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, zinc, iron, I think I'm on 8, I lost count. Zinc, iron, and protein. All right. Vitamin A helps regulate sebum production, which helps keep your scalp healthy. Some foods high in vitamin A are sweet potatoes, pumpkins, spinach, carrots, kale, and there have been some animal studies which show hair loss in animals deficient in vitamin A, and also who get too much vitamin A. So it's best not to supplement it if you're getting plenty in your diet. Consuming it through whole foods will give you plenty. All the B vitamins. B vitamins are things like biotin, folic acid, niacin, riboflavin, and many more, but they're key to the creation of red blood cells. Red blood cells are important for carrying nutrients through the blood, ultimately delivering that nutrients to your hair follicles. So these are very important for hair growth. So foods like eggs, almonds, red meat, fish, dark leafy greens. If you're vegan or vegetarian, you can also look at nutritional yeast, wheat germ, oatmeal, things like that. Vitamin C is a really powerful antioxidant. So free radicals, which cause oxidative stress, can occur in your body for numbers of reasons. Toxins, alcohol, tobacco, environmental reasons, and oxidative stress slows down hair growth, and in some studies has actually led to alopecia or hair loss. Not the genetic male pattern baldness, but alopecia areata. So vitamin C helps fight those free radicals off. So some foods rich in vitamin C are citrus fruits like oranges or fresh squeezed orange juice, bell peppers, strawberries, and broccoli. So when it comes to vitamin D, the vitamin D receptors are really strongly expressed in hair follicles, but the exact role of vitamin D is actually not super well known for hair growth. Having said that, a lot of people are pretty low in vitamin D. Just make sure that you're getting it in your diet. Things like mushrooms, fish, and sunlight are your best bet. Vitamin E plays a similar role to vitamin C in that it's a really powerful antioxidant to fight off oxidative stress. One 2010 study showed people with alopecia who had low levels of antioxidants found a 34.5% increase in hair growth after supplementing vitamin E for 8 months. Now, if you don't have alopecia, then just getting it from your diet is plenty. You don't need to supplement extra. So things like almonds, spinach, and avocado are great sources of vitamin E. Okay, so just to speed this up, I'm gonna run through zinc, iron, and protein really fast. So eggs, red meat, lentils, spinach, all great sources to get all of these nutrients. The bottom line is that hair health starts with your diet and from the inside out, and it's important to include all of these nutrients daily. You can supplement them if you're not able to consume some foods and you can't get those vitamins. For example, some people are intolerant to foods, some people have to have special diets. I know vitamin B12 is tough for vegans to get enough of, so supplementing in this case can be helpful. But you only need to supplement if you're deficient in something. Supplementing to try and enhance growth when you're not deficient is just a marketing gimmick. Don't waste your money on the supplements, just get it from your diet. Healthy hair habit number 3 is to de-stress. This means whatever that looks like for you. It could be meditation, sports, exercise, prayer, reading, sex, vacation. Do something to take stress out of your life daily. And there are 2 really big reasons to de-stress. New research has shown that stress does lead to premature graying. So it has found that people prematurely gray when stressed for prolonged periods of time. And then when that stressor is removed, their hair turned back the same color that it was. And this was all in the same growth cycle. Old research used to think that once a hair begins its anagen growth phase at one color, that it couldn't change. But that has actually since been disproven. And we have seen stress causing graying of hair and then relaxation causing the color to come back. The second reason is because it can lead to excess shedding of your hair, which is the opposite of what you want if you're trying to grow your hair faster. But this term is called telogen effluvium, and that's the medical term. So for stress-induced shedding. So hair growth happens in a cycle. I've covered this many times. It's the anagen, catagen, telogen phases. The anagen is the growth phase. Blood is flowing to your follicles, rich in nutrients that you're putting into your body, and this phase can last 2 to 7 years depending on your genetics. Catagen phase is where blood flow starts to slow down. It stops pumping nutrients to the follicle. This can last a few months, and the third phase is telogen, which is when your hair sheds and you'll see a little white bulb on the end. No, this isn't male pattern baldness. It is natural shedding from your hair's growth cycle. However, stress-induced telogen effluvium is basically when your body has too many catecholamines in it and stress hormones like cortisol, epinephrine, norepinephrine flowing through your body basically for a prolonged period of time, causing your hair, which is in the anagen phase, to prematurely move into the telogen phase before it's ready, which speeds up shedding. So the good news about telogen effluvium is that you're not ever gonna lose more than half your hair, and it's totally reversible if you relax and de-stress. So, to get as close to your genetic limit as possible, combine all these habits together, right? They compound on each other. The right food, the best sleep you can get, and the most minimal amount of stress will do more for your hair growth and speeding it up than any castor oil or gimmicks, rice water, whatever is gonna do. It's also important to note that these habits can also compound negatively. So a poor diet can cause your sleep to suffer, which causes your stress to go up. So these can compound in both directions. So make sure you're going in the right direction. That's all I got for you today. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.